All right, everybody, welcome to the stream. We're live here in Vernon for an early morning game here for the tournament. We have the Red Deer Chiefs going up against the Kelowna Rockets. Welcome to the stream. We got the chat bot working today. We got Karen Murray here, says "Go Rockets, go." But right now, as we wait for the refs to come on the ice, let's take a look at our starting lineup here today. Starting in goal this morning is going to be Walton Poitras. We got some scratches here. We got Lucas Terrian, who's in Cuba, while his dad, two-time ringette coach of the year, Terry Terrian, he is out in Tulum, Mexico, while his family's in Cuba. Hi, Terry. If you're watching, I hope you're having a great time. So we got Sinister, Mooring Day with Hughes, Scott, and Nugent, and Douglas, Meekins, and McAllister on defense and pairings, Coverly and Konings, Henry and Smith, and Fogarty and Lalonde. Rockets just took the ice here for warm-up. While they start skating around here, let's meet the team.
Charlie Mooring, number 17, center.
Gavin Sinister, 21, left wing.
Logan Day, number 16, right winger.
Wes Meekins, number 9, center.
Braden Douglas, number 11, left wing.
Lucas Carrion, number 12, right wing.
Owen Scott, number 2, center.
Nicholas McAllister, number 10, left wing.
Max Riddell, number 14, right wing.
Blake Douglas, number 15, center.
Malcolm Hughes, number 4, right wing.
Matthew Nugent, number 7, right wing.
Chase Coverly, number 5, defense.
Cole Pendre, number 19, defense.
Jacob Konings, number 6, defense.
Cecilia Smith, number 18, defense.
Declan Lalonde, number 20, defense. Max Fogarty, number 8, defense.
Wilton Poitras, number 1, goaltender.
Alex McCarty, goalie, 31.
All right, so that's our team this year. I'm sure you've seen that video plenty of times. So we're live here for warm-up. So we have about 3 minutes, 16 seconds remaining in warm-up, and we'll be back to the game. Let's take a look at our sponsors here. Fix up the screen here so it looks super nice here. And our platinum sponsors, 172 Concrete, BC Sound Exteriors, BC Sportswear, and Life Secure Security Services. Gold sponsors, Chinook Fire Protection, Bogues Audio, SOS Labor Leasing, and Fifth Avenue Properties. If you could use any of the services of these sponsors, please do so. Glad they're sponsoring the team. It makes things a lot better for the players. So yeah, thank you to our sponsors, and thanks to everyone tuning in. Once again, you can drop a comment in the comment section, and it will be featured on the broadcast today. We got the chat bot working, and we are good to go here. So we are playing against the Red Deer Chiefs. They made the trip from Alberta. Dan Fogarty says, sounds good, Doug. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. I got the setup done without you this morning. It's approved. again, YouTube algorithm, we don't own the rights to any music being played. We don't control music being played. I think people here may or may not own the rights to the music. So, audio penalty kill. If you need some audio equipment for a wedding event, band, all right, we'll try this, see if this was better. Should be okay here in a few minutes here. Face-off is back in the Rocket zone. We got mooring with Pendre, Sinister, Day, and Smith. Face-off one, back to kicker to the point. Puck picked up here by Simister. Simister cross ice for Day. Day with some speed, splits the D, walks in, scores! Nice goal by Logan Day. Beats Brian 5-hole. 1-0 Rockets with 15:18 remaining in the first period. Shots are 5-0. Great play by the Rockets on the breakout. Simister has a good cross pass to Day. Day split the D. Beautiful goal. Sound should be back in normal. Day walks in again, takes a shot, save, rebound. Oh, he got it with his glove. The penalties were for interference, was the first one, and the second one was boarding. All right, Nugent on the draw. Loses it, but puck's sitting there for Scott. Scott, he just turns it over. Palmer skates onto it. Right up to Dawson. Dawson just dumps in right on net. First shot of the net for Poitras. Pendre throws it around. Scott's there. Dorkson tries to keep it in. Scott chops it out. Right to Hughes. Hughes to Nugent. To Scott. Scott just throws it behind the net. Felt the pressure coming. Hughes is there. He gets bumped. Fogarty gets it, just clears it in. Sibbett picks it up for Red Deer. Over to Dorkson. Dorkson looking for Metzger. Dorkson has it. Fogarty keeps it in. Shot towards the net, just wide of Bryan. Kruger gets destroyed by Lalonde. Well, not really, but he got hit. Scott, cross ice to Fogarty. Fogarty back to Lalonde. Lalonde up to Hughes. Hughes just missed it. And icing is the call here with 13:57 left in the first period. On the breakaway goal, that's correct, Bill. Beautiful goal by Day. Meekin's on the draw in our own zone. Puck is won, Coverley. To Douglas. Douglas gets bumped. Beachy keeps it in. Konings goes back to pick it up. Rims it around for McAllister. McAllister looking for Meekins. Meekins has a break. 2-on-0 with Douglas. Meekins to Douglas, scores! What a play, 2-on-1. Unselfish play by Meekins. Right to Douglas for the wide open net. 2-0 Rockets. You love to see that type of teamwork and great play where you make the pass on a breakaway on a 2-on-0. Rockets off to a quick start here. Mooring wins the draw, but it's picked off there by Cochran. Cochran dumps it in. Beachy goes for it, but Konings rims it around to Day. Day takes a look. Cross ice looking for Sinister. Pond intercepted it. Beachy gets the puck, lost it. Mooring picks it up. Walks in, goes wide. Still has it to Day. To Sinister. Sinister couldn't handle the puck. Day has it. Takes a shot, saved by Bryan. Sinister picks up in the corner. Sinister cuts towards the middle. Throws it back to Pendre, just past his stick, out in the neutral zone. Pendre back to Mooring. Mooring drops it for Sinister. Sinister across the line, looking for Day. Day has it. In his feet. Palmer throws it to the boards. Palmer shoots it out of play with 12:36 remaining here in the first. Lots of pressure by the Rockets here. Shots 9-1. Not sure what that is. Maybe that was that nice 2-on-0 goal. That's right. Offense is heating up with solid defense. That's right, Bill. Ref didn't like the face-off. It looks like Red Deer's getting waved out of the draw. Nugent on the draw. Wins it over to Scott. Scott just missed. Fogarty jumps down. Just pokes it to the corner. Pickert goes around. Darling has it. That's working. Saved there by Bryan.
I need tech work.
That's right. All right, Red Deer has a puck. Redlick drops it for Darling. Darling just leaves it. Picked up by Nugent. He just chips it past Pickert. Down the ice it goes. And no, waved off. No icing. Pickert takes a look. Throws it up. Kept in by Fogarty. Shot. Blockered by Bryan, but the puck was just wide of the net. We're on 1.3, it's on 1.2, it'll go to auto. Still big deal. That's fine. Face off won by Meekins. Over to Coverley. Picked up here by, looks like Murphy. Murphy takes a shot, saved by Poitras, rebound, pushed aside. Coverley's there, but so is Meekins. Meekins picks it up right to Douglas. Douglas just scoops it out. Now it's a race. Goes through the crease, but it is icing. 11:25 left here in the first. Shots 10-2. Face off won by Mooring to the corner. Calvert pokes at it. Coverley throws it around. Day skates up to it, but it is kept in by Sibbett. Calvert gets bumped by Konings. Mooring's there. Up the boards. Simister picks it up, chips it around Dorkson, goes for a skate. Simister has it, has Day with him. Takes the shot, rebound. Picked up by Simister to Mooring. Another save by Bryan. Puck's out front. Puck just wired down the ice there by McCall. Felt the pressure, needed to get rid of it. Great pressure by the Rockets here. Face-off will be to the right of Bryan. Mooring going up against Dawson. Won by the Rockets, but Redgear jumped it. Pendre still keeps into the blue line. Simister bumps Metzger. Pond clears it down the ice. Poitras forced to play it. Goes right to Smith. Smith behind her net. Pinned on the boards there by Dawson. Picked up by Mooring. Cuts in front of his net. Gets it right to Simister. Simister to Day. Day tries to go wide, goes up the middle, gets it to Mooring. Mooring shot, just wide of the net. Pendre couldn't keep it in, is offside. Puck up to Sommers, or Kruger. He loses it. Mooring picks it up to Pendre. Pendre tries to go up the middle, picked up by Metzger. Now Kruger has it. Bank pass to Dawson, just past him, right to Pendre. Pendre to Day. Dawson dumps it down. Smith picks it up. Back up to Scott. Scott to Mooring. Mooring over to Hughes. Hughes goes wide. Fans on the shot. Puck goes out front. Dawson clears. Lalonde has it in the neutral zone. Cross ice to Fogarty, who goes back to Lalonde. Lalonde up to Hughes, intercepted. But Lalonde picks it up again, just dumps it in. Bryan forced to play it. Goes right to Pickert. Pickert takes a look. Throws it up, kept in by Lalonde. Throws it high and over the net. Fogarty comes down. Throws it behind the net. Hughes in a battle with McCall. Hughes looks to get it to Scott, missed it, intercepted there by, I'm not sure that was, these jerseys are hard to read, Jansen. Lalonde goes cross ice for Nugent. Pickert gets there first, Nugent battles with him, Nugent steals, up front for Hughes, goes to Scott. Scott to Lalonde, shot, saved by Bryan with 8:35 left here in the first period. 2-0 Kelowna. Shots are 12-2. Just doing a coffee refill here. Meekins on the draw. Wins it, Douglas has it. Douglas takes a shot towards the net. Bryan forced to make a save, he covers up. Face-off will be to his right this time. Face-off won by the Rockets. Konings fans on the shot. but does get it to Douglas. Douglas goes down to Meekins. Meekins to McAllister. Oh, just found on that one. Darling picks it up, hits the ref, bounces over to Pond. Puck gets cleared out, looking for Summers, but Coverly has it. Off the boards to McAllister. Sibbett to Dorkson. Dumped in by Redlick. Meekins chops at it. Goes right to Dorkson. Back over to Sibbett. Summers, or to Darling. Summers dumps it on net. Poitras plays it. Konings is there. Summers battles Konings. Looks like there's a penalty coming up to Red Deer, which means we're going to a BC Sportswear power play. If you need some team wear, corporate wear, hats, toques, t-shirts, jackets, you're going to go down and see Kyle Douglas, BC Sportswear. We do have the power play special going on. If the Rockets score in this power play, go down to BC Sportswear on Monday. You tell Kyle, go Kelowna Rockets U15 Tier 2, and you'll get one of those limited edition keychains. Mooring on the draw. Pushes it forward. Sinister's there. Bank pass off the boards to Day. Day off the boards to Smith. Smith down to Day. Day takes a shot. Glove saved by Brian. Face-off will be to the left of Brian here. Mooring slaps the puck over to Day. Goes back to Mooring, down to Sinister. Sinister looking for Day. Puck cleared down the ice by Calvert. Poitras plays it, goes right to Smith. Smith leaves it for Pendray. Pendray up to Day. Day circles back, pressured by Calvert. Poitras forced to cover it up with 6:55 here left in the period, 1:23 left in penalty.
How do you get those little logos? Power play, penalty kill?
Penalty on.
Yeah.
Did you add? You have to hit add. So you put in the number, then hit add?
No, I did that.
Okay.
You know how the fogs go to go?
Oh, there you go, call out.
Okay.
Face-off won by Nugent. Goes back to Lalonde. Lalonde up for Hughes. Sibbett tries to clear. Hits Nugent. Nugent pokes it in. Got another penalty coming up here. We'll see who it's to. It's always a mystery with this ref. Is that a spear, I think, or something like that? No? What's that call? You know what that call is, Josh?
What's this? You're making shit up now.
Well, he's in the box anyways. It's going to be a 5-on-3 here. If anybody can tell me what that call is, put it in the chat function. Not sure. That's a 4-minute penalty, so it's got to be like a spear or butt end or something, but it's a weird call. Face-off won by Nugent. Back to Lalonde. Lalonde to Fogarty. Fogarty switches with Lalonde. Fogarty takes the shot. Saved by Brian. Easy save. There's no traffic in front. We want to say hi to Wally and Florence watching Max from Edmonton. Thanks for tuning in today. Speaking of Max, Fogarty has the puck, passes over to Lalonde. Lalonde down to Hughes. Hughes back to Fogarty. Fogarty to Lalonde. Shot. Glove saved by Brian. McAllister, Meekins, and Douglas heading out there now. Face-off will be to the right of Brian. Meekins wins it back to Douglas. Douglas over to Fogarty. Fogarty down to McAllister. McAllister to Lalonde. Lalonde to Douglas. Douglas over to Meekins. Meekins to Fogarty. He gets knocked down by Kruger. Puck's in there. Fogarty rebound. Puck is cleared out off the helmet of Douglas to Lalonde. Over to McAllister. McAllister gets the line. Pressured by Kruger. Bank passes to Lalonde. Shot, another glove save by Brian. 11 seconds left in the 5-on-3. So the penalty that he called was a butt end, so I was right on that one. Well, I said spearing first, so I was wrong on the first call, right on the second one. Konings with the shot, saved by Brian. We got our rules expert, Josh Douglas, here. He was able to look that up for us. Thanks, Josh. Mooring on the draw. Back to Konings. Konings steps in. Up front today, just missed. First penalty's over, 5-on-4 now. Mooring takes a shot. Glove save by Brian. 5:24 remaining. 2:45 left in the penalty. Jeff's getting used to the scoreboard and doing it alone. He might have, should have asked for help, but he's multitasking. Mooring loses the draw. Pond has it. Now Simister steals. Back to Cubberly. Cubberly down to Simister. Simister has it. Takes a look. Cuts to the net. Loses the puck, but he gets it back. Mooring couldn't handle it. Puck was cleared to the line. Kept in by Konings. Now puck is cleared there by Dawson. Cubberly goes behind his net, stops. Up the middle, over to Day on the boards. Day tries to cut, puck stolen. Cubberly to Smith. Smith scoops it over to Cubberly. Mooring grabs it, drops it for Cubberly. Cubberly has a look, takes a look, goes to Smith. Smith looks for Mooring. Smith has it. Today, Day is Sinister, just past him. Pond goes back for it. Stolen by Mooring. He cuts back, goes back to the point. Pendray's there. Pendray walks in, traffic out front. Pendray doesn't like what he sees, cuts back. Mooring's there. Mooring to Smith. Smith to Day. Day pressured. Day again. Loses it, and puck was cleared down the ice by Beachy. Summers gave chase. Pendray goes right up to Scott. Scott bumps it to Nugent. Nugent bumps it back to Scott, but Summers is there, and he banks it off the boards and down the ice. A little disorganized on this power play right now. Lalonde to Hughes. Hughes missed. Puck cleared out and down the ice again by Pond. Fogarty skates back for it. 37 seconds left in the penalty. Puck thrown out front by Summers, but Scott just missed it on the great opportunity, and Pickard just dumps it back in. Fogarty skates back, picks it up, goes behind his net, goes up the boards for Hughes. Hughes back to Fogarty. Fogarty skates it up. Cuts in. Through the legs, almost makes a move, but covered up by Brian. With 2:52 left in the period, 13 seconds left in the penalty. Today, the downside of the Rocks always the right D in the zone. You see way too much of the right D fans. I guess you must be a fan of our left D, Bill. Face off won by Red Deer. Picked up by Nelson, he just fires it in. Poitras plays it. Fogarty cross ice to McAllister. McAllister takes in and offside as the penalty expires. That was an unsuccessful BC Sports 4 power play, so no key change for anybody yet. So far, shots are 22-3 for the Rockets. Mooring on the draw. Simister has it, cuts back, throws it over to Konings. Konings skates it in, dumps it to the corner. Sibbett picks it up. He's chased by Day and Mooring. Puck on the boards, kept in by Konings. Throws it over to Ward Simister, but missed. Nelson had the puck, clears it down. Konings skates for it. Konings reverses, pressured by Calvert. Off the boards looking for Coverly, but goes to Simister. Simister to Mooring. Mooring bumped. Nelson bumped him, but Mooring dumps it deep. Day chases after Dorkson. Simister cuts back, has it, right to Mooring. Shot, another save by Brian. He's got a really good glove hand, so maybe they shouldn't shoot there. .145 left in this first period. Seems like a really long period for some reason, Dan.
A lot of penalties, Doug.
A lot of penalties, lots of icings. Face off won by Summers. Pond has it, goes around looking for Darling. Darling off the boards looking for Pond. Hendry's there. Pond has the puck off the glass. Right to Scott at the blue line. Hits the skate, still in. Now it's cleared. Poitras plays it up the middle dangerously. Darling almost picked it off. Summers has it, dumps it deep. Redlick gives chase. Redlick has it. Bumped by Smith. Poked at by the Rockets. Scott has it and touched by Summers. Another penalty coming up here. Going back to the BC Sportswear power play. Need hats, toques, jerseys, hoodies, stickers. Go see Kyle Douglas, BC Sportswear. Once again, if the Rockets score a power play goal here, you can get one of those limited edition keychains. Go in there, tell them, go Rockets U15 Tier 2, and you will get one, pending a goal. Face off won by Meekins, back to Smith, Smith to Pendrate. Pendrate down to Douglas. Douglas cuts back to Pendrate. Pendrate shoots, saved by Brian. Lots of shot volume, lots of pushing here going on, not sure why. 25-3 now for the Rockets, shots on goal. Face-off won by Red Deer. Pond has it, goes behind his net. Picked off by McAllister, back to Lalonde. Lalonde shakes, throws down to McAllister. McAllister behind the net to Meekins. Meekins, back to McAllister. To the point to Lalonde, cross to Fogarty. Fogarty, far side, seam pass, scores! What a pass by Fogarty to McAllister. 3-0 on the power play. So on Monday, actually, or today, you're going to go down to BC Sportswear, see Kyle Douglas, tell him go U15 Tier 2 Rockets, and you'll get one of those limited edition keychains. They're a beauty. You're going to want one. So you got nothing going on today, stop by BC Sportswear. Just take a lunch break and head down there. Face off at center. Rockets have the puck. Simister goes wide, cuts back, goes back to Fogarty at the point, shot high and wide over the net. Day back to Lalonde, he shoots, deflected off a skate. Fogarty has it, couldn't quite handle it at the blue line, pressured by Metzger. Simister has it, tries to cut in, stolen by Dawson. Buzzer goes, and that will conclude the first period here. Shots after one are 26 for the Rockets, 3 for Red Deer. Bill with another comment, that's in reference to that nice pass by Fogarty to McAllister to the back of the net. That was a beauty. That one's definitely going on the highlight reel. That's how you do it.
Only if the camera guy got it.
That's, oh, really? Oh, no. The camera guy missed that one. He's fired. All right, Rockets doing some strategizing here, how we're going to come out up 3-0. All right, Rockets are ready to go. Here it is. All right, face off at center ice now, folks. Mooring. Scrambled. Metzger picked it up for Red Deer. It's up to Kruger. Koning steps down. Sinister back to Konings. Konings to Coverly. Coverly to Konings. Koning steps around Metzger. Konings with some speed. Gets it to Mooring. Mooring to Sinister. Sinister shot. Another glove save by Brian. Face off to the right of Brian. Metzger has it. Mooring bumps him right to Sinister. Sinister to Mooring. Shot. Oh, just wide. Coverly drops it down to Day. Day swings across. Shot. Another glove save there by Brian. .31 seconds gone here in the second period. Lots of great plays here by the Rockets. Nugent pushes the puck forward. Tries to get it back to Pendray, but intercepted there by Jansen. Goes right to Beachy. He dumps it in. Smith gets there first. Smith rims it around. Hughes. Sibbett keeps it in. Sibbett takes a shot blocked by Pendray. Pendray reverses. Up to Hughes on the half boards. Hughes cuts towards the middle, loses the puck, but it does make it out to the neutral zone. Sibbett gets it to Cochran. Smith gets the puck now, back over to Pendray. Pendray up the middle, looking for Hughes, just missed, and icing is the call here. 18:40 remaining. Meekins on the draw. Picked up by Fogarty. Fogarty stops, looking for Meekins, gave it away, but Meekins ends up with the puck. Meekins goes for a skate. Goes across ice from McAllister. Oh, he just couldn't turn his body in time. McAllister has it, throws it up front. Douglas is there, shot, blocked. Pond took that one. Tuck up the boards there. Snelson can't clear. Meekins has it. Meekins to Fogarty, up to McAllister, to Douglas, tipped, nice save by Brian. .1801 left in the second here. Shots now 30-3. It's not too often where you outshoot the other team 10-1, but that's currently the case right now. Palmer throws it around. Redlick's there. Summers pokes at it. Summers has it. Cross ice to Darling. Day. Stolen by Sinister. Out to Day. Shot just wide. Darling throws it down. Sinister steals. Palmer's there. Redlick. Back to the point. Fogarty keeps it in. Shot towards the net. Pond has the puck now. Pond around the net. Throws it up the boards to Darling. Darling has to cut back. Puck goes far side. Redlick. Stolen by Sinister. Cut to the net. Shot just wide. He's looking for Mooring back door. Lalonde steps in. Goes down low. Sinister has it. Looks out front for Day. Intercepted by Redlick. Pond now has it. Pond tries to clear and does, just pass through the skates of Lalonde. Fogarty shakes off Summers. Scoops it out to Scott. Leaves it for Nugent. Nugent throws it around Pickert. Throws it towards the net. So I tried to bank it off of Brian. Didn't work. Puck clears the line. Darling has it. Push from behind by Nugent. Summers set. Shot. Saved by Poitras. Summers set again. Another glove save by Poitras. Poitras had to be sharp there. Didn't see a lot of action in a while. Shot's 30-5 now. Face off one by Red Deer. Pickert tries to put it in. Blocked by Douglas. McAllister steals. Goes around his player. Looking for Beacons. Shot. Saved by Brian. Brian, the MVP of the game for Red Deer so far. Stolen. Picked up by Kruger. Kruger goes wide. Carberly pressures him. Bumps him off the puck. Goes up to McAllister. Cross ice looking for Douglas. Just missed. Dorkson's there. Right to Fogarty. Or Konings. Dorkson to McCall. Kruger. Runs over Carberly. Kruger. Shot. Saved by Poitras. Rebound. Scores. Brody Dawson on the rebound. Broken play by the Rockets. Got to be a little bit better defensively on that one. (3-1) now, 15:32 remaining. Puck pushed forward by the Rockets. Day has it. Day tries to chip it around. Puck's thrown out front. Mooring's there. Mooring drops it for Smith. Smith throws it deep. Sinister tries to bump it to Day, but Day was not in the right spot. Puck is cleared. Smith picks it up. Smith goes around the net, reverses for Pendray. Pendray up to Sinister. Got it on his backhand, goes back to Pendray. Pendray loses it, picked up there by Jansen. Shot, saved by Poitras. Rockets look disinterested in that shift. They got to keep taking it to him.
That little push by Red Deer.
That's right. It's a problem when you let a team hang around like that, Dan. If you don't, with 35, 40 shots, you should be up by 5 or 6. But when you're only up by 3, the other team's still there. They just need something to get going. And it appears that goal is exactly what they needed. Fogarty looking for Scott. Deflected by Red Deer. Icing is waved off. Brian just misses it. Hughes gives chase, but Palmer picks it up. Palmer throws it up. Fogarty steps in. Shot just wide of the net. Lalonde steps down. Leaves it for Hughes, but it was picked up by Red Deer, and they just cleared out Palmer, I believe. Fogarty up to Scott. Scott couldn't handle it. Scott steals from Pond. Scott kicks at it, takes a shot. Blocker save by Brian. Nugent intercepts, gets bumped. Murphy goes wide. Gets pushed off the puck by Fogarty. Scott's there. Scott scoops it right to Meekins. Meekins with some speed all by himself. Pulls it to the corner, gets around his defenseman, cuts towards the net as McAllister tried to feed it to him, but it hit the skate of McCall. 13:48 left in the second period. Face-off will be to the left of Brian. Face-off won by Red Deer. Puck was kicked out there by Redlick. He gets hit by Meekins right at the whistle. Face-off will be outside the line here. 13:37 remaining. Meekins wins the draw. Konings clears, stolen by Somerset. McCall pokes at it. Darling comes in, goes back into their own zone. Pickard picks it up. He gets eliminated. Douglas has it. Shot by Coverley, saved by Brian. $13:16 remaining here. Mooring on the draw. Red Deer kicked out of the face-off. Mooring on the draw. Goes forward for Day. Day couldn't just handle it. Harberly steps down, misses. 3-on-1 happening here. Good back check by Day. Take the puck away, but the puck's still there. Puck sitting there. Shot by Dawson, covered up there by Poitras. Dangerous opportunity for Red Deer. Face-off will be to the right of Poitras here. 13 minutes left. Puck in the corner. Sibbett keeps it in, right to Dawson. Dawson gets bumped by Simser. Kruger has it. Puck sitting there, Mooring picks it up to Day. Tries to get a Simister, shakes off a check. Day still has it. Cuts to the middle, right to Simister. Tries to backhand it towards the net, goes wide. Dorkson's battling, Mooring picks it up. Back to the point to Pendre. Pendre to Mooring. Mooring cuts in. Shot towards net, hits a skate. Puck sitting there. Puck thrown to or knocked to the line there by Kruger. Day gets it. Day comes across, walks in, takes a look, goes to Mooring. Mooring fans on it. That was an almost guaranteed goal if he got full wood on that. Pendre steps down. Throws across ice looking for Mooring. Back to Simister at the point. Goes over to Smith. Smith takes a shot. Another glove save there by Brian. Shots now probably 34-9. Nugent. Hughes on the draw. Won by Hughes to Nugent. Fogarty. Shot by Lalonde, hits the shin pads of Hughes. Lalonde tries to get to Hughes, but Red Deer has it. Hughes, pressured by Palmer. Lalonde. Over to Fogarty. Fogarty goes for a skate. Cuts back, leaves it for Scott. Scott takes a shot. Glove saved by Brian. Puck is cleared out. Fogarty skates back in his own zone with the puck. Has a look. Goes up to Scott. Scott goes it to Nugent. Nugent over to Konings. Konings has to regroup as the Rockets went in offside. Coverley up to McAllister, who just dumps it in. Pond picks it up for Red Deer, off the boards. Koning steps down, keeps it in. Scott. Puck is stolen there by Pond, chips it out, down the ice it goes. Doesn't look like it's gonna have enough for icing, and it doesn't. Coverley picks it up. Fans on the stretch. Fans on the stretch a second time, but Meekin skates back to it. Coverley, bank past McAllister, he just missed the bank. Murphy has it. Murphy gets bumped by Meekins. Meekins crosses the line, gets to Douglas. Douglas tries to get it back, but McCall poked the puck away. McCall battling. Murphy steps down, throws it up looking for Nelson. Nelson can't clear it. Smith keeps it in. McCall tries to clear. Smith gloves it down. Throws it down to McAllister. McAllister shot towards the net. Another save by Brian. 9:58 remaining here in the period. Looks like we are going to have an ice clean. So with that, folks, go have a nice, I guess it's not beer time yet, but I mean it could be if you're watching from Alberta, Ontario, somewhere else. Go grab a beer, go grab a coffee, go grab a Diet Coke or something good. Have some snacks. You can say hi to Kim Fogarty right here. Hi Kim, how you doing? She's going to get a beer right now. So we'll be back in about 8 minutes, folks, so have a break. All right, we're just waiting for the refs to come on the ice here, folks, and once that's happening, we'll be back to some hockey. Face-off will be in the Red Deer zone. Will be to the left of Brian. So far, shots 36-9 in favor of the Rockets.
You know where these guests are from?
Pardon me?
Do you know where the guests are from?
They're from Red Deer.
Red Deer,
Yeah.
okay. Which one are they? There?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like the refs are taking an extended break here, which is good. The ice is pretty wet, so it will dry. Nothing like playing a game with sticky ice, Dan.
Yeah, you don't want to play with sticky ice.
Refs are now coming on the ice. You're more than welcome to hang out with us, Jeff, anytime. All right, refs are on the ice here. They're getting the net spin in place. All right, face-off is to the left of Brian here. 9:58 remaining here in the first period, or second period. Face-off won by the Rockets. McAllister back to Smith. Smith to McAllister. McAllister down to Meekins. Meekins behind the net. Douglas shot, another save by Brian. Great triangle play. Triangle Terry would be super happy, but he's doing the Mexico Triangle right now in Tulum, diving underwater. So Terry and hope you're having a great time and you're watching this game while you're diving under the water. Pendry fanned the shot, picked up by Red Deer, but McAllister keeps it in. Douglas gives chase. Douglas throws it out to Meekins, shot just wide. Douglas back to Meekins. Meekins bumps his player. Puck touched by Red Deer, and it looks like it's going to be an interference call. We've seen one of those in the first period against us, Dan, and now they're going to do it against Red Deer. So that brings us to another BC Sportswear power play. If you need jackets, hats, toques, corporate wear, team wear, go down and see Kyle Douglas, BC Sportswear. The power play has hit already, so if you go down and see Kyle today or Monday and you say go U15 Tier Rockets, Tier 2 Rockets, you will get that limited edition keychain. Mooring on the draw. Face off one. Day picks it up. Goes back to Lalonde. Lalonde switches spots with Fogarty. Lalonde, bank pass down to Mooring. Mooring back to Lalonde. Lalonde to Mooring. Back to Fogarty. Fogarty to the middle. Over to Day. Day across ice to Mooring. Mooring just missed. Couldn't get the puck on his stick correctly. Lalonde spins back to Fogarty, or Mooring, back to Lalonde. Pokes it down to Simister. Simister over to Day. Day leaves it for Simister. Simister cuts out front, wraparound, scores! Gavin Simister cuts out front, shoots 5-hole, scores. 4-1 Rockets on the power play. 8:40 remaining in the second period. Rockets needed that one here. They were falling asleep near the end of that second period, or near the middle of the second period, actually, Dan. Seems like it's been a really long game, but it's what they needed. The doctor ordered that. They got one. Puck goes back to Konings. Konings off the boards. Hughes steps down to pick it up. Hughes has it. He gets bumped in the corner. Coverly off around the boards for Scott. Scott chips it out. Into neutral zone it goes. Sibbett goes back and picks it up. Dorkson misses. Summers steals the puck, but Nugent's there. Nugent to Coverly in front of his net. Summers hit Coverly. Coverly gets up, moves the puck up to Hughes. Hughes over to Scott. Scott one-on-one with Dorkson. Scott tries to go around him, but back pressure by Sibbett knocks the puck off to Redlick. Redlick to Summers. Meekins dances through a bunch of players. Meekins to Pendre. Pendre takes a look. Summers pressures Pendre. Summers bodies him off the puck. Smith's there, but so is Nelson. Smith comes up with the puck. She cuts back off the boards. Right to Meekins. Gets it to Scott. Scott has McAllister far side. Couldn't get it there. Picked off by Sibbett. Summers now has it. Shoots the puck towards the net, but knocked off his stick by Smith. Went to Pendre to Meekins. Meekins loses it at the blue line. Must be some sticky ice. Meekins drops him. 2-on-1. Nelson can't get the shot off. Kruger now has the puck around the net. Dawson back to Palmer. Palmer takes a shot just wide of the net. Douglas is there. Chips it out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Pond. Pond fires it off the boards down the ice. Icing is the call with 6:49 left here in the second period. Shots 40-9. Face off to the right of Bryant. Metzger has it. And offside at the blue line. Kruger couldn't hold up. Mooring and Dawson on the draw outside the neutral zone. Won by Mooring back to Lalonde. Lalonde off the boards to Day. Day bumps it to Mooring. Mooring goes cross ice looking for Sinister, stolen by Metzger. Over to Kruger. Kruger goes wide, gets bumped by Fogarty. Still has the puck. Mooring steals. Off the boards to Day. Day cross ice looking for Fogarty. Fogarty with some speed. Loses it. Kruger has it. Kruger tries to clear. Lalonde takes a look. Sees Day, gets to him. Day bank pass. Was hoping Mooring would skate onto it. He didn't. And icing is the call here. 6 minutes left in the second. Face off to the right of Poitras. Face off won by the Rockets. Coverly around to Konings. Konings to Scott. Scott clears it out. Pickard just overskates it. Now Konings has it for the Rockets. He gets bumped. Stolen 2-on-1 opportunity. Good back check by Nugent to deny that. Hughes was looking for Konings. Konings has it. He hits the ref trying to get the puck to Scott. Puck gets to Scott, but Pickard steps down. Hughes back to his own zone. Back to Konings. Konings to Scott. Scott to Nugent. Nugent gets it across the line, but it gets cleared out by Jansen. Coverly over to Konings. Konings just dumps it in. McCall. He gets bumped by Nugent. Nugent battling in the call. Puck gets thrown to Coverly. Coverly takes a shot, deflected, covered up by Bryan. Whistle goes with 4:50 left in the second period. Meekins wins the draw, back to McAllister. McAllister to Smith. Smith to McAllister. McAllister shoots it wide of the net. Puck cleared out by, I think it was Redlick. Icing is the call, 4:38 remaining. That was Dorkson that cleared it down. Face off to the right of Bryan. Murphy up against Meekins. Murphy won the draw. Tries to clear, he can't. Kept in by Pendre to Douglas. Douglas gets bumped by Calvert. Dorkson has the puck, he just fires it down again. I think his nickname's going to be Icing. So it's going to be Logan Icing Dorkson, has the puck and ices the puck. So face-off will be back into the Red Deer zone. Bryan has it. Meekins pokes the puck forward, has it, shot, scores! Meekins off the face-off, scores over the shoulder of Bryan when he went down. Kind of a weird play. 5-1 Rockets. Shots 42-9. Mooring on the draw. Face-off one. Pendre goes back for it. Pendre takes a look to Day. Day bumps to Mooring. Mooring with a little bit of speed, pressured by Somerset. Gets it to Simister, hits his skate, ends up in the corner. Simister protects the puck, bumped by two players. Looks like we're going to get a head contact penalty here, or a boarding penalty actually. Penalty is going to be to Somerset, or Summers, which means we're going back to another BC Sportswear power play. If you need some corporate wear, team wear, hats, toques, hoodies, he does stickers too, go see Kyle Douglas, BC Sportswear. Yeah. Mooring on the draw. Face off one back to Fogarty, over to Lalonde. Lalonde shoots, deflected, rebound, scores, Mooring. Quick work on the power play. 6-1 now. Look like some sad faces on the Red Deer bench. Could be lots of icings coming up here now. Dan, could be a long one. Face off one by the Rockets. Fogarty has it. Up to Day. Day gets it to Simister. Simister cuts in. Puck knocked off his stick. Mooring leaves it for Simister. Simister cuts out. Backhand scores. Power move by Simister beats Bryan. Far side, 7-1 Rockets. We're live on YouTube. You don't want to hear my comments, and I'm sure viewers don't either. And I'm sure he doesn't want to hear my comments either. Bobandy, that's right, Bobandy cheering for the Oilers, getting blown out 9-1 by the Avalanche. I don't know what type of person would want to cheer for that team. Face off at center. Nugent on the draw. Wins the draw, unlike Leon Draisaitl who can't. Scott wins it back to Fogarty. Fogarty tries to clear, goes right to Lalonde. Lalonde crosses the line. Walks in, takes a shot high over the net, trying to pick the top corner near side. Fogarty down to Scott. Scott tries to cut to the middle. Stolen by Nugent. Fogarty with a shot, blocked by Palmer. Fogarty over to Lalonde. Lalonde waiting for traffic, just shoots it. Puck sitting there, covered up by Bryan. 2:57 left in the second period. Face off to the left of Brian. McCall. Coverly keeps it in. Pickert behind his net. Turns it over. Shot by Hughes just wide of the net. Coverly steps down. Pickert tries to clear it out. Pickert again tries to clear. Cochran now. Clears it to the line. Kept in. Pickert goes back. Hughes angles him. Coverly steps down. Keeps it in. Pickert again has it. Stops. Gets bumped by Hughes right to Scott. Shot just wide. Coverly steps in. Nugent. Scott keeps it in. Takes a shot. Another save by Brian. Nugent. Leaves it from McAllister. Back to Coverly. Coverly takes a shot blocked. Lays out Jansen. Jansen was starstruck. Konings to Coverly. Coverly back to Konings. Konings to Meekins. Meekins to Douglas. Douglas saved by Brian. Puck ends up on the top of the net. Whistle goes with 1:34 left. 7-1 Rockets. The Red Deer fans didn't like that hit, but it's clean. He knocked the puck away. Face off to the left of Brian. Meekins. Referee having a chat with Darling here. Face off again. Meekins steps in. Meekins wins it. Back to Smith. Very clean. Smith missed it. Smith to Pendre. Pendre to Douglas. Douglas missed. Dorkson didn't ice it this time, but now he has it. Dorkson up the middle. Hits the stick of Murphy, but Smith gets it. Douglas skates onto the puck, makes the move, takes a shot. Another glove save by Brian on the deflection. 1:10 left here in the second period. Mooring steps in. Puck goes to the corner. Dorkson bumped by Simister. Simister gets bumped by Summers. Summers has it. Goes around. Puck is kept in. Knocked away by Nelson. Pendre. Up to Simister. Simister. We're live on YouTube with the thing, so I can't give it to you until after.
This is my job.
Yeah, this is my job too. But when the game's over, we can flip it back to you.
Yeah, that'll work because the next game is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saved by Poitras. Lalonde over to Simister. Simister has it. Today. Offside, and he touches. Whistle goes, 7.4 seconds left. I should have brought a router and it would have been fine. Or a switch, a network switch. That's the camera, that's the photographer. Hahn clears it out. Fogarty shoots it, whistle goes. That is the end of the period. Shots after 2. 51 for Kelowna, 9 for Red Deer. Looks like D Red, your coach, isn't happy with the ref right now. The rules are called slightly different in BC and Alberta. I know that from experience from coaching my Kelowna Heat team. All right, looks like the explanation is over. Face off one, Scott pokes it ahead. Shoots, glove saved by Brian. Puck cleared out. Kruger skates onto the puck. Kruger, he gets destroyed by Lalonde. Fogarty pokes at it, goes right to Nugent. Nugent dumps it in. Scott picks it up. Pawn. Around the boards. Koning steps in, keeps it in. Puck goes to the far corner. Kruger pokes it out to the neutral zone. Nugent over to Konings. Konings turns it over to Metzger. Metzger right to Dawson. Kruger picked up by Meekins. Meekins cuts in. Looks like we're going to get a Rockets penalty here, which means we'll go to a Fogs Audio penalty kill shortly. Puck is touched. 9 Whites getting a penalty. Two minutes for cross-checking.
Yeah, Fogs Audio penalty kill.
Fogs Audio penalty kill here. You need some lighting, you need some sound equipment, you got a wedding, you got an event coming up, or you want to book a band. I know a couple good ones. Go talk to Dan Fogarty, Fogs Audio. Rockets win the draw and they clear it to the line and it's kept in. Puck taken out now. That's Cochran, tries to regroup, just dumps it in, picked up by Pendre. Pendre shoots the puck and down the ice it goes. McCall takes a look. Right up to Cochran. Cochran turns it over to Douglas. Douglas dumps it in deep.
The BC Sportswear dump in.
It's Fogs Audio dumping. Pickert behind the net. Right up to Cochran. Cochran cross ice for Jansen. Jansen looking for Beachy. Standing still, Pendre picks it up. Goes for a skate and down the ice it goes. Brian behind the net. It looks like it. Sean Avery's the goalie now, yeah. Darling tries to cut in, loses the puck. Calvert's there. Calvert down to Darling. Darling has Murphy, but he can't get it to him. Calvert loses the puck. Darling intercepts. Darling to the front, cleared down by Day. Brian with the save. Scott tries the Michigan, didn't work. Never really does. Puck thrown out. Fogarty intercepts, skates back, killing time. Calvert gives chase. Fogarty stops, fires it down, ends up in the neutral zone. Sibbets there. Scott's giving chase. Day intercepts, shot. Oh, high over the net. Hits the back of the net. Sibbett over to Dorkson. Penalty is now over. Good kill by the Rockets. Darling. Simister intercepts. Goes right to Lalonde. Lalonde just dumps it in. Sibbett. Bank pass. Right to... Stolen by Simister. Shot. Rebound. That was Dorkson. It's tough to read these red numbers on black jerseys, Dan.
Doing a great job. Great job.
Face off now to the right to Brian. Mooring tries to go forward. Ends up in the skate. Simister pokes at it. Goes towards the net. Covered up by Brian. We'll do this one more time here to the right of Brian. 15:57 remaining. Mooring tries to go forward. Summers clears it to the line. Konings goes deep to Simister. Simister tries to poke it out front. Palmer's there. Coverly keeps it in. Palmer rims it. Koning steps down. Keeps it in. Day covers at the blue line. Gets it to Mooring. Mooring back to Coverly. Shot. Just missed the stick of Simister. Ends up in the corner. Koning stumps it deep. Simister behind the net. Flex off his stick. Oh, he's going to get a penalty there for boarding.
That wasn't a penalty.
Oh, the ref just got hit. That hurts. Got him good.
What did he get out there?
Simister goes right to the box. Hopefully it's just two. Geez, we're going back to a Fogues audio penalty kill here. Never feels good getting hit by a puck. I've been hit by a puck plenty of times without gear on. Doesn't feel good. Oh, it's a hit from behind. He's gone from the game. See if it's 2 or 5. That was from behind. That's only a major, or it's a double minor. That'll be the end of the game for Simister here for my hit from behind. We'll see if it's 2 or 4, or 2 or 5. Two minutes for hitting from behind. Wasn't intentional. So that's good. He'll be back next game. You know, we're already short benched, or short, no, just 2. 2 in a game. Yeah, it's game ejection, yeah. Face off will be back in the Rocket zone to the right of Poitras. Meekins wins the draw. Pendre throws it around the boards. Metzger picks it up. Wraparound attempt here by Metzger. Keeps poking at the goalie. Smith doesn't like that. Kruger and Metzger poking at the goalie after the whistle. Meekins and Smith clear it. 15:04 remaining here, third period. Face off one by Meekins. Puck goes to the corner. Pendre. Pendre has it again, just dumps it deep. Puck stolen. Douglas to Meekins, shot. Douglas to Meekins. Puck to the blue line. Smith steps in. Down to Meekins. Meekins, shot, scores! Beats him top corner on the steal. Cecilia, if you're watching, your mom says that was a perfect time for a slap shot. Penalty kill, shorthanded goal. Fogues Audio, shorthanded goal.
Gets you one free event. Gets you one free cable.
Get you one free cable in an event. You don't got to pay for multiple cables. Instead of paying for 20 cables, you only pay for 19 because of that shorthanded goal. So great deal, because cables are expensive to rent these days. They're made cheaply in China. So if you get the ones that are made in North America, they last a lot longer. All right, we're into runtime now. We do have the 7-goal mercy rule. Thank God, because this game was dragging. Puck is cleared. Dorkson. Puck gets thrown to Beachy. Beachy with a little bit of speed. Takes a shot, saved by Poitras. Covered up here, 13:48 left in the third. Nugent. Puck goes forward, intercepted by McAllister. McAllister with some speed here. Going up against Dorkson. McAllister backhand deflected by Dorkson over the net. Puck's in the corner. Nugent keeps it in, goes right to Cochran. Cochran. Puck stolen by McAllister. McAllister comes in, backhand, another save by Bryan. Penalty is now over. Shots 57-11 for Kelowna. Face-off won by Red Deer Palmer. Pendre keeps it in. Pond gets destroyed by Nugent, but there's going to be a head contact penalty here. Puck is touched by Konings. Whistle goes. We're going to get a head contact penalty, so we're going right back to Fogues Audio penalty kill. You need some audio equipment. You got a wedding, backyard concert, or you got a festival going on like Meat Fest or Rib Fest or something like that. Go see Dan Fogarty, Fogues Audio. He'll hook you up. Great event. Great sound, great stage, and great lighting. Make you look real good. Call him up. As the clock ticks away here, Rockets just clear the puck down the ice. Pickard goes back for it. Pickard goes up the ice. Looking for Darling. Darling can handle it. He's just given up, it looks like. Konings goes back, gets the puck. Gets it to Pendre. Pendre rims it around. Down the ice it goes. Bryan goes up, leaves it. Pickard picks it up. Pickard to Darling. Darling cross ice. Nobody home. Right, but Konings is. Konings just chips it. Coverley's there. Just dumps it in. Darling tried to lay a hit on the smallest play on her team and missed. Day just feeds it to the corner. Puck was shot around by Pond. Fogarty's there, stumps it in. Pond picks it up again. Takes a look. Gets it to Murphy. Murphy tries to go across ice, stolen by Coverley. Coverley just dumps it deep. Pickard's there. Turns it over. Coverley had a stick chopped. Bryan covers up the puck. Whistle goes. 10:43 left in the game. Not a good move when it's run time for penalties. You always want to keep playing that puck. Face off won by Red Deer. Pickert to McCall. To Nelson. Smith jumps down. Puck turned over to Mooring. Back to Fogarty. Fogarty down the ice. 10 minutes left. McCall. Puck is now on the stick of Summers. Summers. Backhand save by Poitras. Puck cleared out to the line. McCall shot deflected. Mooring's there. Picked up by Fogarty. Fogarty goes for a skate, chips it forward, still goes for it. Fogarty shot. Touched by Sibbett, and it looks like the Red Deer team is going to be going to the penalty box, which means this will conclude our penalty kill. And we'll go straight to a BC Sportswear power play. Need some corkwear, teamwear, hats, toques, hoodies, t-shirts, track pants. You know, stickers too. Go see Cal Douglas, BC Sportswear. Once again, the power play goal was scored, so you too can get one of those limited edition keychains. Go see Kyle Douglas, say U15, go U15 Tier 2 Rockets, and you can take one home. Face-off won by the Rockets, very clean. They're officially on the power play now. Pendre regroups in the neutral zone, cuts up the middle. Meekins still has it, dances. Meekins, far side to Lalonde. Lalonde shoots, deflected, scores. Not sure if that hit a Rockets player or a Red Deer player, but it hit somebody, went top corner. Makes it 9-1. That's another power play goal. You only get one keychain, folks, so you can't say it twice. I mean, you can try. Shots currently sit at 59 for Kelowna, 12 for Red Deer. Scott to Hughes. Puck dumped in by Lalonde. Nugent. Palmer. Palmer cuts back. Nugent lays his man into the boards. Pender tries to keep it in. Puck is shot out there by Dawson down the ice. Poitras dangerously fanned on that. Puck turned over, Hughes has it. Shot saved by Poitras. $7:50 left here in the period. Run time, folks. Cochran lined up against Mooring. Mooring has the puck. Just cross ice for Cubberly. Cubberly goes for a skate. Pond picks it up, goes around. Mooring back to Smith, just over her stick. Down the ice it goes. Smith picks it up. Konings, cross ice for Day. Day with a little move. Tries to hit Cubberly, but right to Cochran, he just dumps it in. Poitras leaves it for Smith. Cubberly up to Day. Day takes a shot deflected. Puck sitting there. Cubberly couldn't bury it. Mooring throws it out front. Mooring circles back to the point to Fogarty. Fogarty dumps it in. Cubberly's there. He gets bumped. Still has the puck. Day joins the play. He has it. Day goes around the net. sees the lawn back to the point, bank pass, the lawn shoots, just missed the stick of Coverly. Fogarty, shot deflected by Coverly, another shot, rebound. Just after a nice save there from Brian. That glove has got a lot of work today. Fogarty, shot, another save by Brian. Shots are now 63 for Kelowna, 12 for Red Deer. Face off one, Fogarty. Darling. The Calvert scores. (9-2) now with 5:25 remaining. Meekins pokes the puck forward. Turned over by Red Deer. McCall turned it right over to Meekins. Meekins around his net. Evades a check from Murphy. Meekins circling. Still has it. Around the world, but he lost it. Calvert picks it up. Douglas bumps it to Meekins. Meekins shot. Glove save again by Brian. 4:40 left here in the third. Nugent. Puck comes out to neutral zone. Smith. Save by Poitras. Summers. Scott shoots it around. Puck goes down low, thrown out front. Pendray's there to clear it. Puck goes to the corner. Scott chops at it past Dorkson. Nugent gets bumped, clears the puck. Summers goes wide, bumped by Scott. Nugent jumps in there, knocks him down. Summers still has the puck, turns it over to Smith. Smith clears it to the point. Shot towards the net, deflected. That was Redlick with the shot. Puck comes out, Nugent with some speed. Goes around Palmer. Throws it out front, the puck's deflected. Koenig steps in, he gets hit. Redlick turns it over, but it goes right to Palmer. Palmer just dumps it in. Koenig goes back for it. Koenig throws it up to Day. Day with some speed. It's intercepted and cut off there by Kruger. Lalonde skates onto it, walks in, takes a shot, saved by Brian. Puck's just sitting there. Mooring comes down, picks it up. Tries to cycle it low, but it's picked off by Pond, and he just fires it down the ice. Kruger gives chase, but it is icing. 2:29 left here in the period and ticking. I'd like to welcome Susan Bishop watching from Ontario. She says, "Go Charlie." If you just tuned in, Charlie's got a goal today. He's been playing good. Puck won by the Rockets. Coverly just missed Smith on the pass. Kruger has it. Gives it to Redlick. Back to Kruger. Kruger circles. Fogarty's there. Bank pass off the backboards. Right to Coverly. Coverly to Mooring. Mooring across the line. Loses it. Kruger picks it up. Kruger goes for a skate. Kruger gets it in. Fogarty's there. Metzger chases him. Fogarty off the Stick of Smith right to Day. Day comes in. Takes a shot, deflected over the net by McCall. Mooring skates onto it, regroups, killing time. Right up to Day. Day chips it down. Pickert to Douglas. Douglas to Meekins, scores. 10-2 with less than a minute left in the game here. Puck dumped in by Jansen. 24 seconds left. Pendre goes for a skate. He gets harassed by Jansen. Meekins knocks over his guy. McCall to Sibbett. Sibbett throws it up to middle. Stolen by McAllister. Scores. 11-2. And that'll end the game here, folks. Final shots here, 67 for the Rockets, 14 for the Chiefs. We'll have a quick player of the game. And then we'll end the broadcast so the photographer can do his job here. Actually, we'll skip players of the game. I'll just let you know who it is at the end, at the beginning of next game. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.